Well, here we go. We are loading into the game. We are in the game. And in the top left, we have the red Zerg, Jonah.
And in the bottom left, as our blue Terran, is PoYo. We're going to assume he took that last game. I'm pretty sure he did, because we are, in fact, in game 3. So there's no other explanation, really.
There is no explanation at all. But we'll wait and see. There should be one. Hang on. I've got a Skype message. Who's it from? Who's it from? Okay, it's not Richard.
No, it's not.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Anyway, so...
Yeah, I think PoYo has a lag problem since we've had kind of lag chats every single game so far.
Yeah, which is a bit of a shame, but in terms of build, currently Jonah is up to 10 workers, but no Overlord. Do you know what that means?
A 10 pool.
Well done. Do you play Zerg?
No, I don't. I have faced temples before.
Yeah, temples are a bit
Once or
scary.
twice. Yeah, they are. Especially on this map, Arnie's going the right way with the Overlord.
Yep.
Which is going to be such a huge benefit, because this is a map where you do not expect an all-in or any kind of really early pressure, because it's so big, but...
If you're, unless of course you're Flash.
And then look at this, middle of the map, we got PoYo with a proxy rags and a second SUV following out, so we're going to have 11-11.
11-11 up against a temple.
Who wins? I don't know. Temple, I think, hits early enough that it's going to get all the Marines, or they're in a big enough group.
Do you know who wins in this?
The fans.
Mice. No, mice win in this.
Mice?
Yeah, they get all the cheese. But
Oh!
See, this is what happens when the chat doesn't talk to me. I just go slightly crazy and I make worse and worse jokes until, like, I'm just trying to bait some flaming, to be honest. It's like, at least then I know they're alive.
Yeah, just even like a god damn it, I hate you so much for that joke. Anything like that. Queen coming out, so it looks like he's going to, well, that tells us nothing. He can just be using it for the injects to get the pressure, keep the...
I doubt he'll walk it across the map to join in the fight.
Exactly.
It's unlikely. But the Zerglings just running straight past. So now PoYo's going to be like, okay, no hatchery. And I just saw a lot of Lings. The Lings are actually going to the middle. They're going to find the barracks. Oh, no.
And this is where you run around the barracks, yeah. You play Ring Around the Rosie with the Marine and the SCV. And there's actually quite good structure for this, because you just run around the middle pit, and all these two Lings need to group up with their friends.
Yep, they do, and you actually need to stay around the barracks, because if you don't take out the Marines as they spawn, there'll get to be like a critical mass of them, which you suddenly can't engage with only a few Zerglings.
Yeah, and if I was PoYo, I'd cancel these two Marines, lift up, and wall off back home. And it's, no, going SCV pull. And actually, these Zerglings on mCon, they're going to die. And something's kind of turning. We've got 5 Zerglings in the middle of the map, 1 in the base, against 4 or 5 Marines, and 2 more about to pop out. If he times this well with the other Marines coming in, he can actually do quite well. Yeah,
he can do really well, and if he does, then actually Jonah's going to be in a real big problem, and that's what we're going to see here. The Marines doing a nice amount of fire. A lot of Zerglings go down. In terms of resources lost, not really favouring Jonah, who's down to just 6 Lings on the field up against 6 Marines. 12 more Zerglings, though, have just hit the field. 10 more in production as well. This is pretty bold. Both players going really aggressive.
Yeah, they are. And Choo Choo, here comes the SCV train into the natural bunker. Is going down. He's going to look to use that to prevent any Lings kind of pushing in the surrounding. Going for the Queen now. But lots of dancing back and forth, lots of jigging and jogging, but look how many Zerglings there are there.
All the Zerglings are coming in. They're getting a nice little surround here. The Queen takes out the SCV building the bunker. And now, of course, these Marines are just going to get taken out. Good positioning. The best they could hope for. But just so many Zerglings there is not looking too good. More SCVs getting pulled because PoYo knows he's down to just 8. And so he might as well just go all in.
Yeah, he has to go all in on this. I mean, he's lost so many SCVs already. But this amount of Lings, if he walls off correctly with the SCVs, he can fight this. And lots of Lings going down, 4 Lings left coming out back at home, but with 4 Marines against these 4 Zerglings in the middle of the map, 2 of them dying already. I just don't know if he can keep pushing. He just doesn't have any more SCVs to buffer with.
He doesn't, and without having more Zerglings to push with, well, so without having more anything really to follow this up with, PoYo is in such a terrible spot because Jonah's just going to pump Lings.
Yeah, and he can afford to do that. He has the drone economy behind it, that he can still just pump Lings constantly and be fine. And with that Queen as well, that Queen is going to be such a huge benefit.
Yeah, it's the Queen can tank up quite a bit of damage, but also they don't do bad damage themselves. Obviously, 8 damage per hit, 8 DPS from 2 Queens. That's well, 16 DPS. Suddenly, these Marines start dying considerably quicker, and I just don't see PoYo being able to do anything here. He's got 8 Marines up against 24 Zerglings and 2 Queens.
Yeah, and I hate to say this, but I think it's time, PoYo.
There's also 2 Bravelings killing a Mule and an SCV in the main.
This is what we call a YOLO push.
Just like, I've got to do it. It's like, I know I've got to push in, but I know it's not going to work. So he tries to start a step the best he can, but the Zergling's just like, nom 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 nom. And goodbye, Marines.
Yeah, man, these Marines are gonna die. Doing a really good job, though. But
they are dying with valor and honor.
Yeah. The last stand here of PoYo, and PoYo GG.